How are you guys? It's February 16 and well, belated happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Well, I hope your dates went well if you had one or maybe if you just spent time with the people you love, your family, or just spend time alone. I hope you were not so lonely at being alone. Well, anyway, um I haven't been doing any videos for quite some time. So I would like to thank you for still subscribe to the channel. I'm still here. Um, well, it's a combination of all the reasons I haven't been making my previous videos in one way or another. So there's been construction ongoing and it's been a busy time of the year. At the same time also it's gotten really cold here where I live, so I got sick a bit, but I'm okay now. Anyway, I hope you're all okay also and doing well. I hope none of you are getting sick and that you continue to live your lives in the way that you would like to, in a meaningful way, empowered, inspired, in love if you are. So there. What I have for you right now, and hopefully this is going to be just a short video, if I won't rant on, okay, is something that I've had on my list for a long time already, and it has to do about dreams. I would like to just share with you an angle on dreams based on how things have turned out for me. Okay, so let me just start off way back when I was a little girl. So when I was a little girl, I went to a Catholic school, and being immersed in the Catholic community, I was so sure that I wanted to be a nun. And besides, I was very religious then, and I tried to be as good a person as I could be, and I was very conservative and quite timid and studious also. And well, I wanted to be a nun, and then so I went to my dad and I told him when I grow up I would be a nun. And well, he had sort of this smile that said something like, well, he actually verbalized that, well, anyway, when you grow up, he said, you would still be entertaining a lot of options, and then by then maybe you would really make up your mind on what you want to be. I really wanted to be a nun, I said. Okay, so he made sort of a compromise with me at at very young age, and then he said, okay, well, if that's really what you want to do and that's your calling, if it is a calling, okay, and then he said, but you know, sometimes nuns are just in the convents and they pray, and well, I pray a lot, I said, but some are also missionaries. You know, you don't necessarily have to be a nun. You could be a missionary, and then you could go out, do the word of God, and you could still keep on praying and interact with other people and do good deeds. And then I was just thinking, I was having second thoughts about being a nun, and then I said, okay, maybe I'd end up being a missionary. Okay, there. So growing up, even when I was in high school, I think I still wanted to do missionary work. Okay, and then when I stepped into college, ironically, um, my previous classmates were surprised when I took up engineering. Okay, um, now immersed with in the community of predominantly boys, and well, I took up business engineering, industrial engineering, and then after that, well, life just happened. Okay, fast forward. I I actually tried several businesses also, freelance, and then my father got sick, and so well, I did a thing or two, and then Now, well, I'm a single mom, but looking back, my first love was really writing. So I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, and well, s some of you know that I came up with my own book, which I never thought I would have actually, because life was already taking me in different directions then, and the book was out of the question, and so were other things. Okay, and then um I almost lost my life. I was almost killed, and then I was just so inspired to write something about it, and accumulated several pages until it turned out into a book, and then it it made it into a. I came up with a paperback, unplanned. So actually, my long time dream of being a writer, since I dreamed of being a writer. At the same time, I was very determined as a young girl to be a nun. Happened. I mean the writer part. Okay. Well, I've been writing for most of my life, journalizing and stuff like that, but I never thought I would come up with a book. Okay, and because of a very tragic incident, I suddenly had my very first book. Okay, and then just just one time I was thinking back also on one of those days when I was pretty much just a teen, or not even, I guess. I've always wanted to be a writer as well. And but then one day I was thinking, I'm also interested in music, so listening to music at that time. And so um, I was just thinking, wouldn't it be really great? Not really that I would come up with my own song, but I was just thinking about all those songs that have been passed from generation to generation, and I thought to myself, wow, it would really be awesome. It's awesome for people who have composed a song that survived from generation to generation, and then, well, I was just thinking it was great. It was a great idea on one of those earlier days in my life. Okay, and then in a totally different age already, I wasn't thinking of that thing about the song being passed from generation to generation, and that it would be a really great legacy. Okay, fast forward and in a totally different time. Actually, I started writing songs when I was 17, and I came up with a lot. I came up with a lot, but I never shared it with anyone. I mean, I never shared the rest with anyone. But my very first song, I guess I shared to a handful of people only, and literally a handful, maybe just 5 people or less than 5 people, knew about it. Okay, there. And then, well, it was just out of just having this drive to write songs, and I was really into it at that time, and I was so excited doing it. I was so excited composing, and so I had this compilation. So my life was just, apart from the things that were happening in my personal life, partly my life also is a series of just compilations of write-ups, poems, and a compilation of songs also around that age. And then after that stage, okay, my life just continued to evolve, okay, until this time that, well, I'm a mom, and I'm very happy being a mom, a single mom at that. Still, very happy being a mom. And I also remember, for those of you who have already read the book, you've read the first one of the first few pages of the book, where I did write a poem about my future child way back when I was a teen. Okay. Um, I had my kid at a late age already. Actually, when I was 30, 36. Yeah, I had my kid when I was 30, 36. And before that, well, relationships did not really work for me then. And for a very long time, I was thinking that, well, I was okay being single for the rest of my life already when I was around before my 30s or around my 30s. And I was just thinking that, well, as long as my life is meaningful, then I was just okay being on my own and not being married, just being single. If that was really what was, well, my destiny. Okay. And then suddenly, well, life happened and I had a kid, and that kid just coincided with a poem I wrote for my future kid way back when I was 18. Okay. So what am I trying to say here? Sometimes there are dreams that you utter probably in just one day in your life in your younger years, and for some of us, we follow through with our dreams, but for others of us, well, I think the choices that I've made, I have no regrets about the choices that I've made. There were times when I had to prioritize this, I had to prioritize that, and I didn't really intend on being a writer or coming up with my own book. I just loved writing, so I just kept on writing, and then at one time when I was started to compose my own songs, I just loved doing that, just loving what you do. And then, well, at the present moment, well, as you guys know, apart from having a book and having a kid, and also unintentionally having my own songs, which I've been singing in my channel. I have a couple more, but well, I think at this time I'm just in the middle of all of these dreams coming through, because there are things that I'm prioritizing right now. Right now, my priority is my kid, and well, plans are still in the way, in process. So there, as I said, I don't really have any regrets as to the decisions that I've made. But it's just so amazing that, you know, you have a dream when you're a child, when you're a kid, when you're a teen, and then all of a sudden it happens. As I said, for some, it happens because they follow through. But this is the side where it happens. Your dreams happen because, in a way, heaven has these dreams for you. Okay, I wrote my book because of a tragic incident. Nonetheless, I had a book. Okay, and then I had to promote the book. So I was kind of hesitating of bringing out my own songs, but well, I did because I had to promote the book. And then my survival was because of the kid that I had. Okay, basically, and of course with God's help and heaven's help and all of those things. But um, what has been propelling me all this time was my child also. So there. You might, after watching this video, you might be, well, I encourage you to just look back on your earlier years and think of the things that you wanted to do when you grew up, or maybe just the statements that you released out in the universe when you were a little boy or a little girl, and then all of a sudden they happened. Like, um just those, it may just be something personal, something small, and then all of a sudden you're in the future already. And suddenly one of the wishes that you that you uttered, or the things that you wish on a star or a four-leaf clover or whatever, they just happen because they just happened. Okay. So this is where I want to say that, you know, heaven holds the deepest desires of your heart. And it's just so amazing and so overwhelming that they suddenly just happen while you're doing other things. Okay, so if there are dreams that are really close to your heart and um, well, that are really dear to you, just trust also that they are dear to God. Okay, and there are so many other heavenly spiritual forces that are making those things happen. Okay, and they could also come from the most difficult times of your life, just as what happened to me. Okay, so there. I still have I know that my plans are not yet very solid at this time, but I'm just so amazed that I'm halfway there. They're happening because well right now I have my own priorities, and while life is happening, these things are happening in the background, things that are happening to you and for you, and sometimes even without your help. Okay, all you need to do is to have that wish, to say that wish, even just once. Okay, so now I'm just excited if at the end of my life, one of my songs would be just out there in the world, and my kids would sing them, or my grandkids would get to sing them. So it's just so exciting, you know. So there, that's what I have for you. As for the other dreams, also like, well, just as simple as, I don't know, way back when I was in high school and everyone was taking up nursing and wanted to go to the US, I was thinking I was thinking of going to visiting Europe, not the US. I don't know, something like that, or anything that you might have uttered in the past that might still happen in the future. So keep that excitement going, guys, and don't feel so depressed if things don't go your way, because things are really happening around you. All you need to do is just keep that passion and that wish and throw it out into the universe, and before you know it, it's there. It's there. Just like where I am now. I love where I am. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's perfect for me. Okay. There. Okay. Keep on working with your goals and your dreams. Keep being passionate about your dreams, and always always connect with all the other forces out there that are making your dreams happen. Okay. I pray and wish for your dreams to come true, the dreams that you have given up on, the things that you thought would not come true anymore. Just take a moment to pause and look back and think of what already happened that you might have wished for way back. Okay? So there. Oh well, also I wanted to be a missionary, right? So now my simple mission that I just want to keep on fulfilling in simple ways right now, it's just in simple ways, is well to bring people closer to their spiritual selves and to God. And actually I am a missionary. So there. Okay, it's amazing how it all turns out. Okay, so that's what I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be back when I can be back. God bless. So this is just me, Alvie, saying find your strength, find your peace, keep dreaming, and stay with God, stay with your spiritual selves. Take care, guys. Until next time.